Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max&JuanCast. Today, we're going to be doing part 2 of the NBA draft prospects. Max, as always, my co-host. How you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing good, bro. Our one and only mock draft 25.0, whatever, 1.0, only 1.0. Let's get it.
Only 1.0, but as you guys can see, Wayne, our special guest, back for another video, part 2.
Yes, sir.
So these guys are going to be putting on their GM caps today. We decided to only go with the lottery picks 1 through 14. Having some technical difficulties, man. It's late. All right.
Yeah.
It's getting late. I
But
know,
up.
Yeah, I know Wayne's on that other time zone, bro, so we're trying to spare him. But make sure to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that post notifications. Spotify, Google Podcasts, audio listeners. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, follow button as well. Social media, we're on there too. Twitter, Instagram, that is at Max_JuanCast. But number 1 pick, who has it?
I do. Come on. We already put that in the last video. You put that in there, right?
So you just deboing.
Oh, sorry. The big surprise, the reveal. I have the number 1 pick.
You're just deboing Wayne.
Yeah, sorry, Wayne. You're a Bulls fan. You're used to getting the shaft.
You've been doing it since college, man. Come on now.
I'm sorry. Come on. Hey, there was a bug on the Jack in the Box bag. I didn't do nothing, bro. Inside joke. Okay, let's get into it right now. I'm ready. I'm going to take the first pick. Big surprise. I already turned in the envelope. It's Cade Cunningham. If you don't get it by now, why he's number 1 pick, you're not going to fucking get it.
All right. The top 3 prospects, we went really deep into them in part 1 for Cade, Jalen, and Mobley. So if you guys want to hear a deeper breakdown on those guys and who they are as a prospect, go ahead and check out part 1, okay? This mock draft, we're going to be talking about more of the in-between guys that we didn't really talk about in part 1. But Pistons, they get their guy, franchise guy, Cade Cunningham. So the Rockets are on the clock at number 2. Wayne, who are you picking for the Houston Rockets?
Definitely picking Jalen Green. If you want somebody with that instant offense potential, that athleticism, that highlight real capability, that excitement, I think you go with Jalen Green right here. You're not going to be asking him to do a whole lot right away, which I think is great for him. And it gives him a chance to just kind of grow into his role in his first year. And I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see him alongside Cade Cunningham in like possible Rookie of the Year conversation.
Yeah. Why not Mobley?
Because you got Christian Wood, and I think you need to allow Christian Wood that time to fill out his role for the Rockets. And I think Mobley would probably be better served going to a team that is still growing. And so he can be kind of like the focal point in that kind of centerpiece. And I don't know. I'm thinking him and Wood are pretty similar. So I would like to see Mobley kind of elsewhere so he can grow more.
Right. Well, the Rockets get their guys. No James Harden, but
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying the Rockets get their guys. No James Harden, but it's a start. Go ahead, Max. What were you gonna say?
So, one, are you saying the Rockets aren't going to be good next year? Are you willing to say that?
Yeah. Even with Jalen Green, bro. Come on.
This one's for Wayne. If you found out Jalen Green had wanted to go to the club at night, would you still draft him too, or just too much shades of Harden?
Man, I wouldn't be surprised. Apparently, clubs in Houston are fire, so I wouldn't be mad at him.
Maybe you could drive up there one day and give us a scouting report.
I mean, he is from. I might have to. My wife's from Houston, so we might do a podcast out there for y'all. We'll let y'all zoom in. which will be a part of it. But I think Green's a Cali guy, so I don't think he'll mind the environment in Houston.
So, who has the number 3 pick, Max?
The Cavs.
The Cavs. Well, they're not gonna pick LeBron James right here. I tell you that much. But Mobley's looking at whoever's picking at 3. Are the Cavs gonna go Mobley, Max? Who you picking for them?
Are we allowed to make trades? Because I have a trade I want to make.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? You're the GM. You do what you want.
All right, I'm Sam Presti. I'm saying here's 10 first overall pick, 10 number ones. We still got 18 left. Let's get Evan Mobley. OKC's going to trade with the Cavs. Cavs will go to 6. Let's get Evan Mobley.
I like it.
The Thunder, as bad as they were last year, they tanked at the end. Shea's good. Lou Dort's good. They have some good guys like Baisley. Like they have like 15 like super young guys on their team that can play. They don't have any big men, however. They need Mobley. Let Mobley grow. You have like a good structure in place. You have guards that can help him grow. Mobley's a no-brainer right here. Big guys are hard to find. He's the only big guy I'm going to go with, probably going to be drafted in the top 10.
No, I like it. I mean, he's not going to do any good for the Cavs like with Mobley. I like it for OKC a lot better because the Cavs, I don't have no faith that they're going to come back from the bottom of the East and just be good. I have complete faith in Sam Presti, a.k.a. Max Carr, and controlling the OKC Thunder with that pick. I love it. As long as they keep Dort and SGA, I like them. And then plus they got Kemba. They got Kemba.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
That's going to really sell out those tickets.
I don't think he's there after All-Star.
You know what's funny? They're probably going to get a first for him. Like, he's going to have some, like, career resurgent year. He's probably going to go to Germany, get new knees. Wayne, when you did your tour in Germany hooping, did you get new knees or you just kept your old ones?
No, I wish. I feel like I came back with some old ones. I do not feel the same after all that, man. I mean, that was a few years ago, but, man.
All right, so the Raptors are on the clock, a.k.a. Saji. What's the GM's name?
Massage.
The Messiah, the guy.
I can't even say his name anymore. I'm gone. Masai Ujiri. There it is. I said Massage.
The guy who brought an NBA championship to Toronto.
The guy who got pressed by security when he won the ship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the Raptors, you got a couple guys on the board. Mitchell's still on the board. Kuminga, Suggs, a guy like Suggs is there. Who are the Raptors gonna get? I know they got Fleet. They got Siakam.
Chris Boucher.
Yeah, OG. Kyle Lowry's probably gone in free agency. Who they going, Wayne?
Man, so I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna bypass Suggs for now, but all right. I'm gonna go ahead and bypass Suggs. And I'm gonna get James Bouknight from Connecticut. I really like his game. Just as overall, he's an athletic wing player, can shoot the ball well. I think he shoots the ball better than what his percentages show from this year. And there are some teams that are really high on him, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him kind of jump and go 4. Not to say that Suggs is bad and doesn't deserve to go 4. I just think if you're the Raptors, I think you still need to ride out with Fred VanVleet and Siakam and kind of fill out that roster more rather than get another point guard to back up VanVleet. Like I said, nothing against Suggs. I don't know. I kind of see him somewhere else. Yeah.
No. Cunningham is making the pick for the Raptors. You
can have something against Suggs. Please have something. I got something against Suggs. You can have it. We all can have one. Nothing personal. We just don't like you, bro.
We'll get into that.
You ever met somebody like, I don't like this guy?
We'll see how far this guy falls. So at 6, we got the Cavs now. No, excuse me. We got the Magic at 5.
Magic at 5.
I'm almost skipping Max's pick here.
Dude, if you want to skip it, go for it, bro. Like they're screwed. They literally fell out of the. I feel like this draft, it's 3. Like it's Cade here, 2 and 3 here, and then 4 is like here. I can't even see. I gotta go here. 4 or 4 and 5, whatever. I'm gonna go Davion Mitchell. I don't really love the fit, but I love the tenacity, the energy, what he can bring. I know they got Markelle Fultz, torn ACL. He's a big guard. He can play the 2. You can kind of run a little combo guard. I know they have Cole Anthony. I'm not the biggest Cole Anthony guy. I know I liked him coming out. I feel like he's a good off the bench guy. Like, I don't think you can start him. I like what Davion Mitchell can bring to this team, especially if you're going to buy into like the defensive identity of this team with Wendell, Jonathan Isaac coming back, Markelle. Like, I really wanted to go Jonathan Kuminga right here, but I'm not really in love with the ability to develop players in Orlando mixed with a guy who needs to be developed.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
It's all going to come down to Jonathan Isaac, in my opinion. Like, that's the guy who, out of everyone on their roster, has the potential to be an all-star caliber player, at least in my opinion.
Yeah,
but, I agree.
Yeah. So it's going to be tough. I mean, careers die in Orlando, all right? Mo Bamba, just to name a couple. So,
hey, that song kind of slap, bro.
So we got the Cavs.
Honest, I swear to, I've never heard the song. I've only heard that little like thing in Vine. I've never heard the whole song. I'm very proud to say.
You're missing out, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Continue, my good man.
But we got the Cavs now. They took over the Thunder original spot because of Sam Pressey, aka Max Carr, the GM for the Thunder, wound up trading it. So the Cavs are picking at 6. Wayne, what are you doing for the Cavs?
I think for the Cavs, instead of picking another point guard, I'm going to go with Moses Moody from Arkansas. For me, I really like his camera film. I really like his 3-and-D potential. I think he's somebody that can be versatile, not only as an offensive player, but as a defensive player as well. He can guard both guard positions, maybe a 3, depending on what the lineup is. I just see someone with a lot of versatility, and I think that I'm going to go back to what I said before. I think this draft is a chance for teams to really build out their rosters. I don't think a lot of teams really need to see this draft as like trying to get like the next home run, like the Pistons, in their number 1 pick with Cunningham. I think that we're going to see a lot of players in this draft with it being as deep as how I think it is, with a lot of people finding those ancillary players that can, make the roster, make a name for themselves, like, and become household names, but maybe not a whole bunch of superstars, So I think that's what I see in Moody, and I think he can be a good fit for the Cavs at 6.
I like it because they got Sexton, they got Garland.
Nah, yeah. You misspeak. Sexton's out of there. I'm calling it right now. Like,
Sexton,
if your own team don't like playing with you, bro, you ain't gonna make it. And this is a team that needs wings. They have no really good 3-and-D player. They got a bunch of guys who can shoot threes. Kevin Love, who can't play a lick of defense, and they got guys like Larry Nance who can really play defense but aren't really good 3-point shooters. Taurean Prince is a kind of a shell of himself. Cedi Osman never really became the guy everyone was hyped for. This fucking fly's back, dude. I'm about to snap. I'm about to snap on this fly.
Well, look,
I thought I got him twice.
You know who has to snap in this draft? And I think they're one of the biggest and important teams in this draft are the Golden State Warriors. Of course, they got Curry coming back, MVP caliber season last year. They got Clay coming back from injury. Of course, they got Draymond. They got a couple trade pieces. Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins might be on the trading block again. And speaking of Wiggins, that's how they got this pick. It was originally the T-Wolves pick, but the Warriors are picking here at 7. So
shout out my man D'Lo for bamboozling the Wolves. Hey, Cat, good call right there, getting your boy D'Lo. I think the Warriors are in a really you got to think of it like, okay, we have to build a championship contender with Curry. Or do we think about life without Curry? I think Kuminga right here is the best of both worlds. if Curry wants to leave, which I doubt he wants to leave, or he gets so injured you need a new franchise guy. Like I said, like last video I said, I don't think Kuminga can be the franchise guy, but if he's got any chance to do it, it's with the Warriors. They develop guys so well. Even if he develops into Draymond Green 2.0 who can shoot threes at 34%, you're going to win. You're going to take that and run. Special athlete, special traits, flashes of stuff. He's going to the perfect environment. He probably won't play a whole lot his rookie year. But it's because you're on a champion. Like Wiseman, everyone's talking about how Wiseman's getting benched. Well, they're a winning team. They're not some rebuilding team that's going to be like, okay, just go for it. Just go out there and F up. Yeah. But in the long run, those type of like tendencies in practice, just the way you watch Steph Curry perform in games and perform at practice are going to matter. They're going to rub off on those young guys.
One thing I have to say though, Max, in part one, we talked about Kuminga, and that was your guy. That was a boomer bust, and I remember both of you guys saying that the Warriors will be a good spot for him, and it'll probably be the best percentage-wise of him being a boom-type player. Can the Warriors afford a bust right here? Like just an absolute zero?
Why not? Why not? It probably hurts their championship aspirations, but it's not going to hurt their overall team like in success. It's not. It might change them from a championship team to a really good team that has a chance to make a playoff run. But that's not going to. Go ahead, Wayne. Sorry.
No, I was just saying I'm in agreement with that. I mean, at 7, you're literally in the middle of the lottery, and things can go either way at this point. Kind of being in the middle of the road with that 7th pick. So I think you can afford to try to swing for the fences if you're Golden State. I don't think that they just kind of take me as a team that would be willing to take that chance. Like they took a chance on Curry, they took a chance on Draymond, and they've been known to hit. So I don't think it would be out of the realm of possibility that they take someone like Kuminga and he becomes somebody that exceeds all expectations.
Yeah. Even if they took like Scotty Barnes right here at 7, I wouldn't hate them for it. They took Harrison Barnes at 7. A lot of people thought he was going to be the number 1 pick, had a disappointing year at UNC. He was really good for them.
Yeah.
The Warriors just draft good players. Whoever they take, I'm going to be happy with them. I'm a Warriors fan.
Right. Well, same thing as the Warriors with the Magic. The Magic got a pick from the Chicago Bulls, and they actually have 2 picks in this draft. So this is the second one. At 5, they got Davion Mitchell so far. Who are they going to pick at 8?
Suggs is dropping, but that's okay because he's still going to get picked in the lottery. But I'm going to go with Keon Johnson here just because I do think it would be good for the Magic since they like to pick projects anyway. To pick someone like Keon Johnson here, who is supreme athleticism, jumping ability. He's gonna fill up if dunks were a part of the stat sheet, he'd probably have plenty of those each game. That's what I see him as. But also too, like he definitely has the potential to put the ball on the floor and score as well. And I think that you can't go wrong with that for the Magic. Picking at 8 and 5, still like kind of like that 5, 6, 7, and 8 range for me. I think is those mainly like how you said at the beginning, one the in between guys, the guys that could really just you may not see them blow up in the next few years, but you may know their name, you may hear about them on the regular basis, as they continue to produce. And I think the Magic should just go for someone that has the highest possibility that's going to actually produce and help them to win a few more games.
Just get a good player for Orlando. That's all you got to do. Don't try to hit a home run. Just hit a single or a double right here.
Because after 4, like you guys said, probably after Cade, you're not going to get that franchise type of guy. So if you're Orlando, like this is the draft for you where you got to just pick up good players that can potentially make an all-star. That's it. But next up, we got the Sacramento Kings, the bottom dwellers of the West for as long as I can remember. All they have is De'Aaron Fox. They kind of did not look out in this draft because a lot of people were hoping they'll get a higher pick, but they end up at 9. They got Marvin Bagley, another bust on their team. Max.
Hey, it's not Bagley's fault. Sacramento sucks.
So are you taking over for Vlade, Max?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to do it. They have a weird roster. Like, if there was a really good big, like a center, I'd take him right here, but there's not. No one I think that's worth it. They're probably going to pick someone like Kai Jones just because they're the Kings and they like to do weird shit. I'm going to go Scotty Barnes right here. Similar to Harrison Barnes, big forward, can do a little bit of everything, special, like traits. I like him right here. They're probably going to fuck him up because they're the Kings, because that's what they do to most players. But I like Scotty Barnes right here.
So it's probably
I hate to say it, but like they always mess shit up. Come on, Fly, don't touch me.
It's probably the writing on the wall for Marvin Bagley after they pick a guy like Scotty Barnes. Then.
Well, he don't even want to be there anyway. And, Buddy Hield's gone. Tyrese Halliburton's really good. I liked him a lot.
They hit in the draft last year. I mean, we give them a lot of shit, but they've hit with Halliburton. That was a great pick.
That was, but it just it doesn't really fit their team, though. Like, are you going to play Halliburton and Fox big minutes together? Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. I think that if anything, I don't know, I would really hope that they did. I really wanted them to keep who's the guy they traded to the Hawks?
Bogdanovich. Yeah.
I thought that he was great with Fox, but the Kings being the Kings, they didn't want to pay him. And so you get somebody like Halliburton, who I think is more of a primary ball handler, like on the lines of Fox. So I think it'll be interesting to see what unfolds for Sacramento. I don't expect much from them this year, upcoming year, or the year after, really. So.
I mean, with Fox and Halliburton, though, it's a problem. It's a problem you rather have than a talent problem, like not having.
That's
anything.
True, right?
So I give them that. I give them that. Next up at number 10, Pelicans.
Come on, Wayne.
Pelicans. They got Zion. They got Ingram.
Don't make them fall anymore.
A lot of talent on this team. Who you picking, Wayne?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and then stop the bleeding. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Suggs here at
Jalen Suggs. All right, let's clap it up.
Jalen
for
Suggs
Suggs.
finally off the board for us. And like I said, this is no negative towards Suggs, but for me personally, someone that I did watch, while he was in high school and as he transitioned to college, I did. What I saw when he was at Gonzaga was that he had a lot of great players around him. So it wasn't on his shoulders to do a whole lot to be the primary scorer. One of his teammates was actually the leading scorer, Corey Kispert, who was also a great player and fit that team very well, and who I think will also be a possible lottery pick in Kispert. But for Suggs, what I saw in the championship game against Baylor, for someone who could possibly be considered top 5 talent, I didn't see that in that national championship game. So I know it's like a lot to put all that stock in one game. However, I just feel like for what people say about him, I personally need to see more. Like, what is his elite skill going to be in the NBA?
Max, I know you got some griping to do with Jalen Suggs. Let me hear it. I want to hear it, all of it.
Okay. I like everything Wayne said, and I want to build off it. It's just a lot of good. It's kind of like you're the best quarterback on Alabama. You don't got to do a whole lot. You can have a bad game. Your team's still going to win.
Right.
Is he really polished? Yeah, that's great. But that also means it's not as raw as some other guys. So it's how much better is Jalen Suggs going to get? Anytime I hear good, he's a great kid, good leadership, heart. Yeah, bullshit.
Mac
it's just another way of saying you're not as talented as someone else. That's all great. I love great leadership. That's good to have. I just don't see the talent with the kid. And it's not that he's not talented. It's just not top 5 pick talented. Like Wayne said, what's his skill? It's just a lot of good. I've been seeing a lot of people saying freaky athlete. On what fucking planet is this dude freaky? Yeah. He's a good athlete for 6'4" guard. I like the size he brings to the point guard position, but I don't like the first step. I don't like the handle. Like, I'm telling you, he was getting mugged by Baylor. He was getting mugged.
Yeah, for sure.
He looked overwhelmed.
For sure.
And there's going to be plenty of guys in the NBA that can do that too.
There's freakier guys in the NBA than who's over on Baylor.
Well, I don't see Russ and Jalen Suggs. Like, someone that's like around the same height. Like, he's not Russ. He doesn't have the same speed.
Close.
Doesn't have the same leaping ability. Like, he's definitely athletic for his size and position. But I don't see the elite decision making. I don't see the elite passing. Like, I think Cade Cunningham can be an elite passer, and I don't necessarily see that with Suggs yet. So I'm just one of those guys on how I feel about him is like, I'm going to have to wait and see what he does and like where he gets picked. He might very well get picked up in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's a bad spot for him, but I don't know if that puts Toronto in any different spot than they were at last year.
Yeah. Max, where do you have him going if you had to guess what would happen that night of the draft?
I think he probably goes no later than 5.
No later than 5.
I mean, he's a good kid. He's got talent. It's just, to me, if you're going to take a guy top 5, he better be good, like really good. And I just saw a lot of good. Let me rephrase. He better be great. And I just saw a lot of good.
I mean, you're always talking about in the draft, like, you want to pick a guy with some upside, especially when you're picking for these bad teams.
To me, he's high floor, low ceiling. And I don't believe in taking a guy like that top 5. Mm-hmm. It's safe. He's not going to get you fired, but it's not going to change your team. Like, he'll be good in the NBA for 10 years.
I mean, that's how some of these GMs play the draft. It's like they draft to not get fired. They're not.
If you're drafting not to fail, take him. Go for it.
Yeah. So he's definitely going to go high then, because more than half of the NBA GMs draft like that.
Yeah, I feel like Wayne was talking about with the narrative shit. There's too much of a narrative around this fool. It's just too many. It's too much of, look at Gonzaga, look at the program, bullshit. Look at the shot he had against UCLA, really lucky shot. It's not realistic.
Yeah. Right.
So
he falls to the Pelicans. All right, that'll be interesting, man, to see where he goes.
I'm sure people online are just gonna say we're just trying to hate. We're not. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Next up at 11, we got the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward. This is a team that made it to the play-in game, and they kind of broke expectations. Like, everyone thought they were going to be sorry, but they can build off of this 11th pick. So who are you picking for them, Max?
This is a tough one. You can't pick a guard. I mean, you pick a guard? Sure.
This is probably where the how would you say it, the crop for the bigs this year really shows, because that's what you will want to pick for them.
There's depth, but I don't think there's anyone worth it at 11. Like, you have to have some value in the board. I like the big Wayne was talking about. I'm drawing a blank on his name, from Western Kentucky.
Charles Bassey. Yeah.
I just think it's a little early for him.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely in agreement with that. That it would probably be early for him. I see him being later first round, early second. But I think that we could see Charles really coming on, and surprising some people. But I do think if you're Charlotte, you do go big here for sure.
I want to go big so bad, but I don't know who the guy is. I'm going to take Jalen Johnson from Duke. I like Jalen Johnson. I like his length. Maybe you can play Bridges at the 3/4.
You picking another forward for Charlotte?
I mean, there's just not a big worth it. I actually think he can be better than.
You don't think you pick Kai Jones at 11?
That's fucking crazy, dude. You've been playing basketball for like 4 years. Like, I want to take Kai Jones. I wanted to take him, but I'm just like, It's just like I like to take risk, but man, that's a big ass risk.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of take it at 11 though. It is a lot.
You know what? You guys talked me into it. You talked me into. I'm gonna go Kai Jones. I thought I was too crazy to take him.
I mean,
I got peer pressured.
Do you not think it's worth it at 11 to take Jones?
I mean, I just think it's a little too early. Like if it was 20, I'd say fuck it, do it. I just think it's early. But you guys are. I mean, like, I just want to get it right. It's a lottery pick. Like, okay, what I like about Kai Jones, there's a lot to like. It's movement skills. Like he's 6'11", he don't move like a guy who's 6. He moves like he's 6'8", which I really like. It's shot blocking. There's some 3-and-D potential there. Don't buy into the 38% from 3. He barely played.
Yeah.
He's averaging 8 points a game. He's never going to be a star in the league, in my opinion. But can he be really good in his role? Like he can be a star in his role, but he's not going to be like a franchise-altering guy.
Yeah.
He's so freaking raw. Like if you give him enough fake, he's going to jump. That's the best way to put it. You give him enough fake, he'll jump back.
Gonna have to get in his bag and really teach this guy some things.
But he started playing at 15. He's only been playing basketball 5 years. There's a lot to like.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. You guys talked me into it. It was between him and Jalen Johnson. But like Wayne said, there's too many fucking forwards on this team. Like, they need a big. Cody Zeller and Biyombo aren't the answer anymore.
Yeah.
They were never the answer. Let me rephrase. They never were the answer.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, I'm in agreement with that.
So next up, we got the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, they don't really have much of young talent. I think that's their number one problem. They had DeRozan, like he's probably gonna leave, and then like who's their number one asset? Probably DeJounte Murray. I think that's like their best young guy.
Olympian Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, Keldon.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I do not know how that happened.
Keldon Johnson. But they're in such need for young talent, bro. The Spurs are in desperate need. So who are you picking for them, Wayne?
I think I'm gonna make a Spurs pick and pick Scotty Foreign. And I think they go the kid Alperen Sengun.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
I think they go him because it's the Spurs for one, and like that there definitely was a time where it was like any international guy, they somehow got their hands on him, and turned them into something. So I wouldn't put past the Spurs to pick this Turkish kid. There are some comparisons like to Sabonis or Kanter. I don't necessarily see it yet, but he is 18 and he's 6'10". So definitely when he put on some weight, but I definitely think that, he is versatile offensively. He does have post moves. He got some vision with his passes and stuff like that. And I think he could still develop into a reliable shooter at 6'10". So, like I said, it's the Spurs. It's someone foreign. Don't be surprised if they pick this guy here and be the Spurs that we know them to be.
Yeah.
Can I address my issues with them?
Yes, go ahead.
There is a lot to like. The post moves, he can really score from the post. He can pass.
Yeah.
I just put, what about his lack of athleticism? I didn't see any athleticism really. And I put, is he just going to get played off the court?
That's a good question. But I think at 12, and we know that every time that San Antonio is in a draft, they're normally drafting around this. But like I would love to go and look at previous drafts, because I feel like every time San Antonio is drafting in the first round, they're around this like 10 to 14 range.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't they pick Kawhi at 13?
Yeah,
or
they picked Kawhi at 13 or 12, or because that was the George Hill trade. And I think Keldon Johnson was like around.
Yeah, I think he was 12.
Yeah, so it seems like plausible, I'll say, that the Spurs go here. I don't think that's a bad pick for them, because I think they're still in that spot where they're trying to figure some things out, like what's going to happen with Pop, what's going to happen with DeRozan. There's a lot of things up in the air. And so for them, I think this is more of like a pick to kind of getting back to who they are, essentially.
Yeah.
I like your logic, and I just don't like the player. But if the Spurs did this, I'm not going to be surprised. They picked Keldon at 29. I can't. That's a good pick at 29. And it's kind of hard to go against their drafting.
So yeah,
too. It's like they don't draft bad.
Yeah, they're either in like the mid to late lottery, or they're picking at the end of the first round.
They're the Raiders. They draft solid.
Yeah, all they do is they're the Raiders. All they do is draft solid, bro. It's that silver and black fucking color scheme of theirs.
I like the pick. It makes sense. The player's questionable, but the pick actually makes sense at 12. 13, Indiana Pacers. They got Sabonis. They got Turner. Just a bunch of stuff going on in Indiana. Who are you picking for them, Max?
Man, it's not a bad roster. Brogdon's really good. LeVert, TJ Warren, Sabonis, Turner. I think if you're the Pacers, you just got to shoot for someone who can be really good off the bench. And it's kind of getting a little thin. I'm going to go Chris Duarte right here. I really like Duarte.
I was not thinking that. But
no? What do you want to do?
I was thinking Kispert just from a shooting standpoint.
Oh, my God. Come on. Don't pick the Gonzaga guy. Why? Because he's white and he has to go play in Indiana, Wayne?
No. I was thinking more along the lines of like Larry Bird. But I just really liked what I saw from him at Gonzaga. Like, he is not I think that he's definitely going to – because, I mean, spoiler alert, I'm going to pick Kispert at 14 to the Warriors. But I just think that his shooting ability is what's going to translate best for him. And that defense is going to have to just catch up with it. But he's a guy that's going to play hard. And I like those guys that aren't necessarily the highest rated, but like they end up playing their way onto teams and making a name for himself. And I can see him doing that. And I think that whether it's Indiana or Golden State, shooting is always what's going to get people on the court. Like, you have somebody like Joe Ingles, somebody that's not the most athletic, but he's tough. And he's going to talk crap to you, and he's going to hit a three in your face. And so I think more teams are kind of looking for players like that to fill out their rosters.
That's Max player comp right there.
No, that's my hairline comp. What about Duarte's not that, though? Duarte can shoot, and I would say he's a better 3-and-D guy. And I feel like there's such an emphasis on 3-and-D guys. That's why I went Duarte.
I think it's preference. I do see the same about Duarte as well.
Even though Duarte is old as shit. He's what, 24?
He was a senior. Yeah, he was a senior.
Yeah, but, super senior?
Kispert, no, they're both seniors, Kispert and Duarte. So I think what I'm trying to get at is go for somebody that is going to give you something. So whether that's Duarte or Kispert, I think both Indiana and Golden State are going to need someone that they can guarantee production, especially picking at 13 and 14. Get the best that you can get that's going to guarantee that you're going to get something out of them. And I think that for teams that are on the fringe trying to get back into that picture of being a consistent playoff team, again, I think that's what both of those teams would need.
I think we can both agree both these teams shouldn't be picking here. Like, Indiana just had a really tumultuous year with their coach and injuries. And the Warriors just got unlucky. Like, they had a lot of injuries too, and they're missing their second best player for 2 straight years.
Yeah, right.
And looking at this draft, I really like what the Warriors, what you guys did with them. If it ended up like this, I wouldn't be mad at all.
Not at all. I know we finished the mock. I just have one question left for Wayne, and it's about a prospect everyone's talking about. It's Josh Giddey. Why didn't you pick him? Because I know why I didn't pick him, but I want to know why you didn't.
I don't see him being a high lottery guy. He might fall at the end. Some places I did show him going to Indiana, but I don't think that I don't see why you would pick him if you're Indiana, if you have Brogdon, because he is a 6'8" point guard. But the way Brogdon plays, his 3-and-D ability. He's very efficient. I don't think Giddey is as efficient as a shooter. Like, I've watched some highlights on some film on him. He's great. I think that for being 18, he's only going to get better, obviously. I just don't know if you take a swing on him in the lottery. But, like, if you're Oklahoma City at 16, I can see them taking him, or Memphis at 17. I think that you can go ahead and try to take him. I think he's a 15 to 20 range player, not a 1 to 14 or a 1 to 14 like lottery type of guy.
Yeah, goes back to the depth of the draft.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I think he's still great, and there's upside there with the age, but he just may end falling, or he may. I feel like he can go either way. Some team is probably going to work him out and then like fall in love with him and pick him high. I think that's the potential for this draft as well. Some guys are going to rise and fall and kind of surprise us.
Yeah. Max, anything else?
No, I just put he's just really ordinary. He's solid in everything, not special in anything. Maybe he gets better as a shooter, but I didn't like the frame. I don't like he has a negative wingspan. I don't like his athleticism. And maybe that's just me being a little too critical on the guy. I've just been seeing so much hype for the guy. Talking about, like, I've seen him go as high as 6. I'm like, in what planet does this guy go 6?
6 to Oklahoma City? No, I think you'll be okay with not picking him at 6 and then pick him at like 16.
Yeah, you have 21st round picks. You'll find a spot to get him.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't think he's. You can definitely get someone better if you're Oklahoma City. But yeah,
I like it. I gave you guys an A++ for your guys' GMing skills. All right.
Well, but who did better?
Who did better? I'll get. Even though I shouldn't pick Max, I'm gonna go with Max. The one pick that I'm kind of skeptical about that I don't agree with is the Jalen Green pick for the Rockets. I don't think Christian Wood is a player who's worthy enough of not picking a guy like Mobley. I don't think like that's a guy like, oh, we have Christian Wood, so we shouldn't pick this guy. Like I just think Mobley's better than Green, straight up. And I would love to see Mobley for that team. And then you have Christian Wood and Mobley now. Okay, just trade Christian Wood. Like get another asset like that. That's just my thing right there. But
I will say, me and Wayne were on Christian Wood when he went undrafted, and we both had no clue why he went undrafted. I know everyone and their mom said Christian was a breakout player last year, but me and Wayne said it like 8 years ago. We're like, I don't understand why he didn't get drafted.
Yeah.
No shade at Christian Wood. I'm with Wayne.
Yeah.
I would take Green at 2.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't disagree, Juan, because I can definitely see it going K then Mobley right away. And then Houston just figures it out. So I don't think it would just be a good problem to have just in like any other situation. And if you're Green and you go to Cleveland, then okay. Or if you somehow go to Toronto, I don't think it's a bad idea, or I don't think it'll be out of the ordinary to see Jalen Green in Toronto either.
Yeah,
because
that'd be great.
I think that would kind of fit him as well.
Yeah, that'd be a good dynamic with him.
Player development, Chris Boucher, OG.
Yeah, exactly.
Toronto lucked out, man, to be picking 4.
Yeah.
Well, them and the Warriors, bro. I mean, the Warriors. Just think about it. The Warriors, and then we're in the finals 2 years ago. So
which is
crazy to think about. It's gonna be a great draft. You're gonna join us for the review, Wayne? Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, man. Just tell me when, and I will work it out. Especially if it's like in the next couple of weeks. I'll actually be in California in August. Nice. So I'll be there for a week. So
LA,
if it's around that time, Santa Cruz. Cruz. So depending on how far away Max is, I was maybe coming to visit him or something like that.
Most definitely, bro. I mean, we're waiting for Max to soak up all the sun when he comes back from Hawaii.
I might get a tan. I might fix my farmer's tan on my sock line.
So this is probably the last time you guys are gonna see Max's face All right,
forever
until he gets back from Hawaii. Because he just wants to have a good old time. Thanks for the invite.
Right.
No, as one goes camping every other weekend and don't invite us.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about you. Anyway.
What should I do with my shoes on the airplane one?
Shut up. Thank you guys for joining us, man. We hope you guys enjoyed this NBA prospect / mock draft type of thing that we did. Wasn't as big as the NFL draft, but the NBA is just as exciting, bro. I'm curious to see how it all pans out. When's the draft, fellas? What's the date?
Next Thursday. 29th. Fuck, you cannot get 29th. This damn date right.
Yeah. 29th,
he thought it was tomorrow.
So
he was like, why are they doing the draft the same day as Game 7?
Shut up. No one asked you. Hawaii boy.
You did ask, dickhead.
I hope you get bit by a fucking shark in Hawaii. Anyway.
Sharks are like dogs.
Right? Not to the point it kills you, but just a baby shark. Like nibble.
Like memes, right? Sharks are like dogs. They only bite when you touch the private parts.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoy the draft too, man. Make sure to subscribe, comment. Comment down below who do you guys like better as GM, Max or Wayne? All right, go ahead. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some Jalen Suggs cry babies in the comment section.
Talking about he should
go number 2 or number 3. Who knows? Go ahead and hit that bell icon. You get notified every time that we drop a banger like this one. Audio listeners, what are you doing? Go on YouTube so you can see the actual list of the mock draft. I know it's going to be tough listening to it on the audio platform, but go ahead and do that. We love you regardless. Social media, Instagram, Twitter, Max_JuanCast. Go ahead and follow us on those platforms also. My name is Juan, and this is the Max&JuanCast, and we are out. Peace.
Special thanks to Wayne. We appreciate you, bro. And get that Destiny content out so we can tell everyone to follow you, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm still working on it. Got to work on my editing skills, but maybe some things coming soon. But I'll definitely let you guys know so you guys can promote it and stuff. So yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, Wayne. Thank you, bro.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Thank you.